Hello to all the lovely viewers of YouTube. A warm namaste from India. Today, I present to you another video on another motorcycle accessory, the Helmet Intercom communicator. For those of you who ride regularly, whether solo or in groups, communication becomes far easier when you have an intercom or a helmet communicator. You can use it for talking to people, taking calls, or communicating with your fellow riders as intercom. I personally use Parani M10, have been using it for almost more than a year, and this video is a long-term user experience for the Parani M10. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive in. So this over here is the Parani M10. This is the jog dial, this round one. This is the multifunction button over here at the top. This over here is the charging port. This rubber mounting covers it so that water doesn't go inside. Once you want to charge it, you just open it like this, put the C-type charger. Yes, it has a C-type charger. Charge it and then close it off. I usually take it out of the helmet and then charge it and put it back in the helmet with this clamp over here. It has a clamp over here. And this over here is your connection with the headphones. Now, I will not go in and talk about unboxing or detailed setup for this device or most of its functions, as most of it is very easy and you can do it simply by reading the user manual. It's very easy that way. I'll talk about some of the slight bit confusing stuffs where I faced issues while setting up the device. So yeah, let's do that. The second mobile phone pairing was a very confusing stuff for me. You had it right. Parani does allow you to connect two different mobile phones at the same time to the headset. Follow the instructions in the manual to connect to the first phone, and once that is done, you can connect to the second phone by pressing this jog dial for 5 seconds. It will go into the second mobile phone pairing mode. Initially, I used to find it confusing, but now I'm completely fine with it. You press this jog dial once to answer any call if you get a call while you are riding, and the same jog dial you press it again to disconnect it if you want to disconnect the call. Just press it once, answer, press it once, disconnect. That's all. Your Parani can connect to maximum of 3 different Parani headsets for intercom usage. When I say 3 different Parani headsets, means this one and another 3 different. No, it cannot connect to more than 3. That is its limitation. Also, it cannot connect to headsets from other manufacturers for intercom purpose. Example, it cannot connect to Sena or BTS3 for intercom. It can connect to any mobile device for your phone calls and all these things. That is a separate story altogether. Also, while I'm using this multi-intercom connection, I have seen that devices sometimes get disconnected from your phone pairing. For example, if I'm using this Parani with another 3 Parani devices for intercom, the phone pairing which I have at that point of time, that sometimes gets disconnected. That is a thing which I faced and I have not got any solution to it as of now. This happens only when you connect to more than 2 Parani together for intercom. However, if you are connecting to your mobile or mobiles for that matter and another single Parani intercom, this issue of phone disconnection doesn't occur. Only thing it will happen is every time you receive a call, your intercom connection gets disconnected, and after you hang up the call, the intercom is established automatically again. However, in such a situation, the volume of intercom drops, which I have noticed. I need to disconnect it again and then reconnect. So how do I disconnect and reconnect? You may ask that question. Well, at the beginning, you need to follow the procedure in the manual to set up the intercom connection. Once that is done, then onwards, every time you get to the vicinity of your fellow rider with whom you want to establish a connection, you just press this jog dial once like this, and voila, the intercom connection is all set. It automatically sets it up. Again, if you want to disconnect your intercom from your fellow rider, just press this jog dial once like this and it disconnects. It's not established very clearly like to what extent the Parani is waterproof. However, what I have seen is It can withstand moderate to heavy rain, probably as long as the water doesn't seep into this charging port. Initially, I had told you about this charging port and then this cover, right? This cover has to be put firmly in the charging port. And this charging port cover with this rubber, most part of it is well protected. But at times I've seen that this tends to come out. So you need to be very careful and just put it back like this. And then your Parani should be fine. I have not seen any problem with my Parani. I have ridden for almost like 60-70 kilometers in heavy rains, sometimes even more. It worked properly. Now, let's talk about some pros and cons. Obviously, we need to have some conclusions, right? So, this one is very less costly. In India, it costs around 6,000 bucks or so, or when I bought it, it used to cost around 6,000. Now the prices might be increased by like 500 or 600. I'm not sure, but it's very less, cheap comparatively. If you talk about Senna or anything, the costs are more than 10,000. Sometimes it's more than 13,000. I think I'm not entirely sure. And if you're talking about BTS3, you don't get proper BTS3s in India nowadays because of import restrictions. And those BTS3s are not having warranty. This one has warranty, I think 1 year. Quite sturdy it is, that is one more pro. Simple interface, very easy to use buttons. Like you have only this one and this one, jog dial and multifunction. So read the manual once and you'll understand everything crystal clear. Few things which you might get confused about, I found those, so I just discussed over here. Can pair with 2 different phones, I told you initially, at the same time. For your day-to-day answering phone calls and communication purpose, it's a very high value for money product. I'm very happy with it. Most of the times the water resistant it is, provided the charging port is properly covered with the rubber covering. We discussed about it. If you are using the device for just taking phone calls, the battery inside would last for at least 2 weeks in one full charge. I'll come to the con of it again. That is intercom. Cons would be if you are connected to the intercom, that is another Parani device is connected to intercom, that way battery drains out very fast. Like anything, it's very fast. Whether it is with one device or more than one Parani device, it drains out. In phone call, it doesn't. You can use it for 2 weeks at least. I have seen it. In intercom, probably if you are connecting to the intercom for an entire day, it will drain out probably the entire thing like that. Sometimes what I have seen is you hear static in earphone while riding. I'm not sure why it happens. I cover like this. Sometimes what I do is I cover this thing with my hand and then the static stops, and then again when I take the cover out like this, the static starts again. Another con would be phone connection goes for a toss if you are connected to more than 2 Parani devices. Sometimes you'll have to again stop and then reconnect your phone and then start again. Cannot connect to intercom devices from any other manufacturer. We discussed Senna, BTS3, whichever. While you answer phone calls, the intercom gets disconnected. I'm not sure if I discussed this before, so I just thought I would discuss this too. So you get a phone call and you are connected to other Parani devices. You answer the phone call by pressing this, the intercom connection gets disconnected. So yeah, I think I have covered most of it. With this, I would like to conclude here. All I would say is it's a great value for money product with this few small niggles here and there. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and share my videos with your family and friends. Give your valuable feedback in the comment section. It helps me grow in my effort and improve. I post my experience here with the hope that even if it helps anyone out there, that would be an achievement. Please subscribe to my channel so that every time I post a video, you are notified directly. Stay tuned. Another content will come soon. Take care, all of you. See you soon. Bye-bye.